Hello, true duelists. It's me, totally regular Fee here, talking about some of the single card history you know and love, like I always do. Today's card, I'm looking at probably the most infamous trading card of all time. The big money card of the Pokemon TCG and the legend of the playground. We're talking about the one and only base set Charizard. First released in January of 1999, base set was the English release of the Pokemon trading card game and gave kids on the playground their very first ever holy grail to seek and horribly mishandle. Charizard. And for all the hype behind Charizard, you might think that the card had actually been good. And if you think that, I can't wait to be the one to tell you that Charizard is in fact the honorary blue eyes of Pokemon, because it spent far too long being an iconic fan favorite that was super secret dog shit right up until new support started to show up for it in and around 2013. And where for blue eyes that was only really the case in the card game historically, Charizard actually sucked pretty much everywhere, especially including base set. Base set Charizard has a whopping 120 HP. The move Fire Spin that will require you to have 4 energies on it and will discard 2 of those energies to use it, and its Poke Power will let you at least turn all energies attached to it into fire ones, so long as it has no status. And above all, it's absolutely useless in comparison to the base set Magmar in almost every single practical way, or even simply base set Arcanine or Ninetales, as they require less investment than getting Charizard does. And thanks to not needing to lose 2 energies per turn to use your attacks, it makes it much easier to maintain all of those cards to be able to use your moves turn after turn. You see, as the legendary post once said, your favorite Pokemon is Scyther. What's your favorite Pokemon? Scyther, I guess. You may think your favorite Pokemon is Scyther because it's a dope-ass praying mantis with a reptilian-like head, and for that reason, you're actually correct. But also, as a basic Pokemon, you could just play it. You can just drop it onto the field and start swinging, and you have to play a Charmander, and then evolve it into a Charmeleon, and then evolve that into a Charizard, and then get 4 energies on top of it over the course of 4 turns or so, just to be able to probably overkill one single Pokemon, and then be sitting there hoping that you have a double colorless energy in hand so that you can do it again on the next turn. See, like Blue Eyes needing 2 tributes, this shit just wasn't it. And of course, because you can't bring up Charizard without the Bulbasaurian supremacists flying out of the fucking woodworks, yeah, even base set Venusaur saw more success and play in general than Charizard did. Blastoise did as well, in fact, with the 2 of them having Poke Powers that could help your team out in general, and not just itself. Charizard's selfish like that, and it didn't lead to any success in the card game, and there's nothing else that really needs to be said, except for the fact that Charizard won in the single most important area of all, the secondary market. Oh, I'm sorry, you thought this was a game? Nope, this is an investment opportunity. This isn't a game to be played, it's a game to hoard the cards in the hopes that the value of said cards goes up over time and you can make a profit. Life isn't about having fun, it's about the concept of number go up, and that concept seeping into each and every single facet of your life so that nothing can be enjoyed, and that I personally can be incredibly bitter that I will never get the chance to own my holy grail of the childhood days because YouTube's resident corpse hunter wants to have a gimmick necklace, and the least exciting thing to happen to boxing since that other time he made the least exciting thing ever to happen in boxing. Cause sucks to suck, Venusaur fans. While you get to reasonably afford your favorite card, Charizard simps get to lust over the most expensive English card there is, or if not the most expensive one, certainly the most infamous one. I don't give a shit about your Black Lotus, I don't care about some Japanese trainer card, it is about the shadowless first edition base set Charizard that even your fucking dad knows about, okay? If you're curious about what shadowless means, in practical terms it means it's one of the first 2 print runs of base set. The first 2 prints did not have the shadows that later sets did, namely the shadow that will appear on the right side of the art of the card, or underneath the art of the card, whatever, this shit, okay? That little bit of shadow? Yeah, you're poor and stupid for having that, okay? This one has no shadow, and it's older, so it's better. So, yeah, shadowless is earlier, and therefore rarer, and therefore better, and that's why all the kids want it. And that's me, I'm all the kids. There's of course been plenty of versions of this card as well. The shadowed versus shadowless is important, as well as the first edition or not that can be a part of both the shadowed and shadowless. There's the base set 2 printing, which matters because that's the number 2 on that card, and therefore it's bad. The legendary collection print, which of course looked incredibly similar except for this little symbol where the base set 2 symbol would go. And then there's what I call sticker rare, because that's but that you just saw that shit as a sticker from those little 50-cent things at your local grocery store all the time. Oh, and there's Stormfront printing from 2008, the X and Y Evolutions ones, which is different because of the HP and the attack change, and who gives a shit, okay? It's Charizard. It's the fucking Charizard. Any of these can go for varying amounts because it's Charizard and it just has that legacy dollar value attached. But of course, the one that you're trying to buy will of course be sold by the person who could assure you that sure, it's not the $100,000 one, but it's at least worth 80K. And it's like, good God, dude, that is a legendary collection, not even first ed piece of shit. All four corners are bent. You kept that shit in your pocket with an elastic band when you were 7 years old. Do not try to talk to me about value. Get that TCG player near mint shit out of my face. But hey, what do I know? I see the base set 2 symbol and go, yeah, that's not the original print. And they go, there's no difference. And you're an idiot. And you know what? They're right. Because I actually have 2 copies of the base set Charizard through dumb luck as a kid and also a financial purchase 10 years ago. And I keep them in a special little binder. A binder that I found out 2 days ago has been misplaced as I looked for it to put them in this video. On the bright side, I am moving in roughly a month, so they'll turn up if they're somewhere here. And if they don't turn up, then I'll be doing a one-man live-action remake of Suicide Squad in this building. Time will tell. And because of the crisis of having lost 2 base set Charizards, which one, if I'm not mistaken, is first edition and one wasn't, I can assure you I spent more time looking for those Charizards than I did on this script. If that's not okay with you, then fuck you. I'm missing my Charizard. I don't care about your opinions on this matter. I'm having a fucking crisis. I've been so distraught that I've even used the power of AI to make horrible, horrible music to commemorate them going missing.
Charizards are lost in flames. I had them once, but now they're gone. My heart is heavy, my soul in pain.
Mostly because of the fact that I can do that. I saw that it's fucking terrifying, and I fear for the future. So yeah, that's it. The card sucked in competitive play, but it's fine because the single most annoying person at your locals can brag about their investment instead. So that's cool. I don't play the Pokemon TCG. I don't even know what an energy card is. Do not talk to me about stadium cards. Do not say the word EX after a Pokemon's name to me. I am out here dueling, okay? April Fool's losers, single card history is back, and I'm your normal host whose only notable visual difference today is wearing a hat. Shoutouts to LAFD for the sponsor as always. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have looked for my cards and realized they're gone. So big ups to them for the additional stress in my life, but also actually because I do seriously need to find them. But if I don't, I guess I'll just have to replace them. So promo code YGOStrats15 for 15% off, and I can pray to Arceus that'll find them later. That's a joke because Arceus is God. Thanks to LIFD for the support as always, and thank you for watching. Now hit subscribe so that you can impress your smoking Italian wife, so you can become a true duelist, and most of all because this is a channel about Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, cool, I'm done, I'm gone, I'm gonna go find those fucking Charizard. I need to find, I'm done, fuck, dude.